Well, the first round of the 2019 NFL Draft kicks off tonight in Nashville. There's plenty of talent at the top of the board ready to make an immediate impact on the league. Many experts predict that the top two picks will be Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray, followed by Ohio State defensive end Nick Bosa. And after that, it's really anyone's guess. The Arizona Cardinals hold the top overall pick tonight. The number 2 spot belongs to San Francisco, 49ers, of course. And the Denver Broncos round out the top 10. Our Bill Reiter, host of Reiter's Block on CBS Sports HQ, joins me right now from Los Angeles. Bill, I've missed you. Where have you been? We haven't had you on set for a while.
I know. You know what? I moved to L.A. It was quite a cross-country ordeal, but now I'm back just, via across America.
Well, we miss you here in New York, I got to say. I do want to get right to these picks, though. Many expect that the Arizona Cardinals really to take Murray, but they already have a really young quarterback. They've got Josh Rosen, who was drafted last year. What do you think the Cardinals should do at this point?
Yeah, it's a really interesting scenario, Rena, because the last few years we've known who was going to go number 1 overall, whether it was the team standing pat like the Browns getting Baker Mayfield last year, a few years ago the Rams moving up. It's a mystery. I think the Cardinals should take Kyler Murray unless they get a haul from some team, and they could. There's some reports out there, some rumblings around the NFL that John Gruden, the Raiders, may really covet this young quarterback. And if that's the case, Arizona certainly could get a haul of picks, but they're in the driver's seat. They've got Josh Rosen. He's, I think, at a minimum serviceable with new head coach Cliff Kingsbury. I think Arizona takes Kyler Murray and should, unless they get blown away by an offer from someone, probably the Raiders, who want to move up and take him.
And, there's a lot of high-end defensive talent this year. You are actually going to have Nick Bosa and Josh Allen on your show today. Where do you see these top players landing?
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible draft for edge rushers and for pass rushers. I think we're going to see Nick Bosa go number 2 overall, unless, and again, this is sort of the mystery of the draft, there's a school of thought out there, including some folks in the Cardinals organization, that they can keep Josh Rosen, work on him with their head coach, Cliff Kingsbury, a quarterback guru, in theory, and get Nick Bosa with the number 1 overall pick. If Bosa's there at 2, it's a perfect fit for the Niners. But Josh Allen's a pretty special player, too. He's a guy that's been telling media members that he is the predator, not the prey, and that kind of swagger, it sometimes transfers to the field.
It certainly does. That is good swagger we like to see. I do want to ask you, though, there's a popular prediction that the New York Giants, using the 6th overall pick on Dwayne Haskins, he's the quarterback from Ohio State. Do you see that being a good fit?
And not to cop out on the answer, it really depends on what the Giants have done in terms of their scouting with Haskins and where they have him on their vertical and their horizontal board. But I'll say this. It would make a lot of sense if you're the Giants and you think Haskins is going to be a starter in the NFL going forward to find a replacement for Eli Manning. Haskins making a move for Josh Rosen, if in fact the Cardinals do draft Kyler Murray and are willing to move on from that quarterback. There needs to be some solution at the quarterback position. I personally like Haskins, and I think that if he's in the right position, if he's not rushed onto the field, all those things I think add up to the New York Giants. It could be a really nice fit.
Before you go, Bill, I want to get your thoughts on the NBA playoffs. The first round in the West is still going on, but the Eastern Conference is already set for round 2. What are you going to be watching for the East?
I'm so excited that LeBron went west, and we now have an Eastern Conference playoff picture that's riveting and interesting. I think the top series for me of the two is going to be Milwaukee against the Celtics. The Bucks, the best team in the NBA consistently throughout the regular season. But Boston, there's a spectrum there, Rena, all the way from dysfunctional when Kyrie Irving is a malcontent to capable, I think, of making a run to the finals this year. And how they respond to the challenge that is the Bucks, which version of the Celtics shows up is going to be really interesting. And on the other side, I think the Raptors are also good enough to make the finals. And while the Sixers have the talent, Embiid's health is a concern. I'm still not buying that group in Philadelphia is as copacetic as they've seen the last few months. So I want to see whether or not Joel Embiid, one of my favorite players in the game, can become one of the more surprising by beating, I think, a really good Toronto team in that series.
All right, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Bill Reiter, congratulations on the move back to the West Coast. We missed you, Bill. Thanks for joining us.
Anytime.
And don't forget, you can watch Bill's show, Reiter's Block, live from Los Angeles. It's every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, only on CBS Sports HQ.